Hello everyone, my name is Asif Javed and our topic is natural hazards in the subject of natural disasters. What is a natural hazard? Hazards always arises from the interplay of social and biological and physical systems. Disasters are generated as much or more by human actions as by physical events, said by geographer Gilbert F. White, father of floodplain and management. A hazard is distinguished from an extreme event, and a disaster, a natural hazard, is an extreme event that occurs naturally and causes harm to humans or to other things that we care about. Though usually the focus is on humans, which we might notice anthropocentric. An extreme event is simply an unusual event. It does not necessarily causes harm. Note that many hazards have both natural and artificial components because hazards are threats of harm mainly to human systems. Human activities play a large role in how severe a hazard is. For example, when large number of people crowd into floodplains and low-lying areas, they are putting themselves in harm's way, increasing the severity of potential flood. Similarly, as we see in the urban landscapes, many major cities are built in coastal areas. These cities have the threat of rising sea levels, a hazard being caused by global climate change. In short, the severity of the impacts from a natural hazard depends on both the physical nature of the extreme event and on the details of the human development decisions. What makes an event a disaster? This is in many ways an ethical question. A natural hazard escalates into a natural disaster when an extreme event caused by harm in significant amounts and overwhelms the capability of people to cope and respond. Then, what do we mean by harm? This is essentially asking what it is that we ultimately care about. The question of how we define disaster is similarly to the question of how we define development. As with development, there are definition of disaster. The emphasize monetary measures and defines the emphasize health measures. The severity of a disaster is commonly measured in terms of the dollars of damage it causes or in the number of deaths it causes. All else equal a disaster that causes more dollars of damage will usually also cause more deaths. Common types of natural hazards. Natural hazards can be classified into several broad categories: geological hazard, hydrological hazard, meteorological hazard, and biological hazards. Geological hazards are hazards driven by geological processes, in particular plate tectonics. This includes earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. In general, geological extreme events are beyond human influence, though humans have a large influence on the impacts of the event. Meteorological hazards are hazards driven by meteorological, that is, weather processes, in particular those related to temperature and wind. This includes heat waves, cold waves, cyclones, hurricanes, and freezing rain. Cyclones are commonly called hurricanes in the Atlantic and typhoons in the Pacific Ocean. Now comes hydrological hazards. Hydrological hazards are hazards driven by hydrological, that is water processes. This includes floods, droughts, mudslides, and tsunamis. Floods and droughts can cause extensive damage to agriculture and are among the main contributors of famine. The deadliest natural disaster in world history, not counting the pandemics, was the 1931 Central China floods, killing 3 or 4 million people. Biological hazards are hazards driven by biological processes. This includes various types of diseases, including infectious diseases that spread from person to person, threatening to infect large portion of human population. Many discussions of natural hazards exclude biological hazards, placing them instead with the realm of medicine and public health. If biological hazards are counted, then they include the deadliest disasters in the world history, including the Black Death outbreak of bubonic plague in 1300s, killing 75 to 100 million people, and in 1918, the Spanish flu, which was a global pandemic, a global affair. The Spanish name is due to historical coincidence, killing 50 to 100 million people. While biological hazards are undoubtedly more important than any other disasters. Some types of natural disasters. Hurricane. A hurricane, also called a tropical cyclone or typhoon, is a giant spiraling tropical storm categorized by a low pressure center and a spiral arrangement of thunderstorms that produce heavy rain and strong winds. Wind speeds in a natural hurricane can reach up to 300 km per hour in very severe occurrences and can cause over 9 trillion liters of rainfall per day. The center of a hurricane, also called its eye, is typically about 30 to 65 km in diameter, and it's notoriously calm. The outer edge of the eye, called the eye wall, is where the greatest wind speeds and the highest precipitation occur. Hurricanes causes far greater damage to coastal regions and typically weaken over land. Flood. A flood is an overflow of water from lakes, rivers, or oceans that submerges nearby land. Floods are of various types, such as overbank or riverine, caused by overflowing of rivers. Flash floods caused by rapid rise of the fast moving water in a very short time frame. Coastal flooding, often caused by thunderstorms, hurricanes, and tsunamis. The catastrophic floods caused by engineering of infrastructure failures, such as collapse of a dam. Floods can take on severe levels and cause massive destruction to life, property, and economy of the affected areas. Earthquake. An earthquake is a sudden release of energy in the Earth's crust caused due to tectonic plate movements. The movements generate seismic waves and result in a precipitable shaking of Earth's surface that can be violent enough to destroy entire city. Earthquakes are generally caused by rupture of geological faults. They can also be caused by volcanic activity, landslides, mine blasts, and nuclear tests. The point on the ground directly above the origin of the tremor is called the epicenter and is the worst affected area. The magnitude of an earthquake is measured using the Richter scale, and based on the current instrumentation, it is estimated that 500,000 earthquakes occur each year around the world. Drought. Drought is a continuous or extended period of dry spell caused by lack of rainfall and other forms of precipitation. Depending on the severity, droughts can last up to a month or several years and have an adverse impact on the ecosystem, agriculture, and economy of the affected areas. A drought can result in prolonged shortage of water supply and loss in water quality, loss of biodiversity and agricultural output, creation of deserts, famines, malnutrition, increased pollution levels, and diseases, as well as mass migration and displacement of human and animal life. Tsunami. Tsunami, literally meaning harbor wave, is derived from the Japanese word su, meaning harbor, and nami, meaning wave. A tsunami is a series of giant water waves generated by water displacement, generally occurring in oceans. This water displacement can be caused by a number of reasons, such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, landslides, and glacier calving. Tsunamis are also sometimes referred to as tidal waves because they initially resemble a rapid rising wave, though they aren't actually tidal in nature. In the open ocean, they travel up to 800 km per hour but appear only a foot or so in height, making them difficult to detect. As they approach the coastline and enter the shallow waters, they slow down but gain in height, smashing into land with waves as high as 100 feet or more and causing massive destruction to life and property. Thank you for watching.